Hello, hello, hello. It's Robin, and it is Sunday night, so this must be Sit and Stitch. I am so happy that you have chosen to join us this evening. Let's see here. What do I need to do? I need to push this button, and I need to push this button, and I think that is all I have to do. I think. Okay, so now I go over here and make sure everything's working because y'all know that I am not good at this. Okay. Says still waiting. So there must be a little bit of a lag. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that it's working for somebody because there we are. Hello, Miss Amy. Hello, Miss Elizabeth. I'm glad that there we go. Okay. I don't know why it's not showing up on here yet, but that's okay. It will soon. It will soon. I'm so glad that you guys are here this evening. And I know that we'll have some other friends join us pretty good. There it goes. There it just popped in. Okay. I know we'll have some other friends join us pretty soon. Everybody okay? I noticed on the news that there were some pretty bad storms today. I hope everybody's all right. I am going to move this a little bit closer. They have adjusted the setup on this and have made it, there we go. That's a little bit better. I've got all of the lamps on in here. It's just so hard to get enough light. Okay, I think that's more better. I think that's more better. There we go. Is that better? Can you guys see better? Can you guys see me better now, Elizabeth and Amy? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, super, super duper. Good. 60ish and overcast. Okay, we had snow yesterday, y'all. Can you believe that? We had snow yesterday. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh dear. Snowstorms in Arizona. What is going on? Hey, Rudy. So you've got, I always get confused. I'm glad you said that, Rudy. So now, yeah, snow, and then next week is going to be 80. So confusing. I do have a question though. Elizabeth, I know that Arizona, and we kind of talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know if I ever got my question answered. I probably went off on something else, but I know Arizona doesn't do daylight savings. So are you guys now on the same time zone as us, or are you guys in a different time zone as us? Because so right now we're Pacific time zone and it is 5ish where I am. What is that? What time it is? It's the same. Okay. Okay. So that helps me. So you guys are basically the same as Pacific time now. Thank you. I never can keep that straight. And I appreciate your help on that. So then Rudy, you are central. You're in Texas Central Time Zone. Got it. I will of course forget all of this because y'all know my memory is just absolutely gone. Absolutely gone. But I do appreciate you guys coming in tonight and hanging out. So what's everybody working on? Oh, so right off, I should let you know right off. Cheryl will not be joining us this evening. She's got some health things going on, and she is on her way to a doctor's appointment. So everybody, good wishes, all the positive energy for Miss Cheryl. Hello. Absolutely yarntastic with Heidi. That's a lot of words there. And Heidi, I cannot see your picture. I'm going to look over here because I'm assuming absolutely is a puppy dog picture, and I want to see that. Or of course, it could be a kitty cat, I guess. I want to see your picture, and I still can't see it. So what kind of, it is a puppy. What kind of a puppy is that? I can sort of see, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to change into my other glasses. Then I'll be able to see things better. I can sort of see black and white, maybe. What kind of puppy is your picture, Heidi? Of course, y'all can see ours is a Mastiff. Well, and all right, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Now I can see. I can see a little speckled nose. So cute. Oh, a miniature Australian Shepherd. So a mini Aussie. So is he probably maybe like about, and I'm just generalizing here, maybe about the size of a pug, perhaps? A little bit bigger? How cute. Cute, cute, cute. We do love the puppies. We do love the puppies. Okay, Elizabeth is working on a wild oleander. Whoops, I lost it. Wild oleander hooded scarf by Wickedly Handmade in 6 shades of green. Good Lord. To wear for his son's birthday tomorrow. So, son's birthday tomorrow. You going to get that done by tomorrow? Because, oh, there's Miss Linda. Hi, Amber. I didn't see you sneak in. Hello, hello. So cute. Oh, we do love those puppies. Miniature Australian Shepherd. I'm going to have later on, I'm going to have to look up a picture of a miniature Australian. Oh, he's bigger. Shorter than knee high, about 33 pounds. Okay. So you're just finishing the hood. All right. So you'll get that down. Get that done. 6 shades of green. Okay. You're going to have to send me a picture of that. Hello, Miss Deb. You're going to have to send me a picture of that, Elizabeth, because I'm going to need to see that. I bet that's going to be beautiful. Of course, after you're done celebrating your son's birthday, when things have calmed down a little bit, you're going to need a picture of that. Miss Deb, I know what you're working on. Miss Deb is working on a beautiful sweater. And boy, let me tell you, she was throwing some shade at me today. She had no problem doing that. Elizabeth has that cat pattern on her soon to make list. I'm really interested now to see this pattern. Now I have to go back and look at the words to see exactly what we're talking about here. Wild oleander. I'm just going to look it up. Wild oleander hooded scarf by Wickedly Handmade. Okay. Is it on Ravelry perhaps? It's easy for me to find things on there. I'm just going to start there. Oh, first we got to log in. Got to do all the things. Patterns. Oh, look, it's Miss Dana. Yeah, I know. You're right. I don't know how to look up anything. Wild. It's Miss Dana. Oh, and I also can't spell anything. Oleander. Wild oleander. And there it is. Wild oleander. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh. That is gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to show you all this picture. Let's see, make me go away because nobody needs to be seeing me on here. Let's see. Isn't that pretty? No wonder. Can you guys see that very well? That is just beautiful. Of course, with all of those purples and blues, I'm loving it. Oh, here's a better picture. There. Okay. That is stunning. Just stunning. I love that. Oh my goodness. Wait till you guys see this. Look what somebody did. They put ears and what would you call that? A mane on it and it turned it into Eeyore. It never ceases to amaze me. How clever. Never in a million years would I have thought to do that. Now this is a good way to look at it. They put it on a thing so y'all can see what it looks like. What am I trying to say? What's that word that I'm trying to say that I cannot say? A stand. We'll go with that. But what a clever idea. This is just beautiful. Yeah, I really like that. I bet yours is going to be beautiful in those colors. Yeah. Yep. Can't wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it. So let's go back up here and do this and go there. There. Now I'm caught back up. Okay. And there we go. So, yes, so nice to see everybody. So, yeah, Miss Deb today sent me a picture of this gorgeous, gorgeous sweater that she's working on, and she's getting very close to being done with it. I believe she told me she's working. Oh, hello, Lulu. Haven't seen you in a long time, Miss Cindy Lulu. In the messenger chat. Okay, I'll see if I can figure that out, Elizabeth. And we were discussing the fact that next month when we go on our cruise, I'm only taking. So you guys need to go and look at the video that I put up, which is in response to Miss Dana's. It was Miss Dana's challenge video. Oh, that's a great video, Miss Dana's video that she did. So it was in response to Miss Dana's challenge video, and I was talking about like bucket list projects that I want to do, and one of them is this beautiful Ruana that I am taking with me next month on the cruise. And then Miss Deb starts throwing shade at me because I'm only taking one project with me. Well, she's correct. I am only, oh, this is lovely, Elizabeth. I am only taking one project because this was a leftover from a previous one that I couldn't get to. I have learned my lesson. I know my limitations. There we go. Isn't that so, so pretty? Look at those colors. Look at those colors. That's going to be gorgeous. That's going to be gorgeous. Well, it is already gorgeous. It's almost done. So, so pretty. Oh, I see. It is easy to adapt. She says it's easy to adapt to other characters, to the Pooh and the other characters. Okay, get back up here to where I can see. I can see what's going on. Whoops. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm clumsing around here. Okay, there we go. I got to be able to see. Okay, so yeah. What did I miss? All right, so what other than that beautiful hooded thing, what else is everybody working on? And I do have a couple of things to show you guys. Just a couple of cool things that I picked up here and there. Nothing too much. I have not been, I don't think I crocheted a single stitch this week. I did get a little bit of knitting done because you guys know I'm doing that sock knitting class on Wednesday nights. And so we have homework, and that's why I don't like to take classes where I have a strict schedule, because then I have to get the homework done, and I'm not good at getting the homework done. But you have homework? I'm getting the homework done. And it's getting done. But look, you guys, looky what I did. Where is it? It's way deep down in here somewhere. I showed somebody, so I know it's here. Oh, I see it. Dana, close your eyes. Has not been blocked yet. Look at there, an entire official completed sock. And I've even done all of my ends, everything, my toe, all my bits, completely done. Covered up my mistakes, of which there were many. There was a hole in the top right there. There was a little hole, and I covered that up. And look at this really cool. It was a very interesting, and now what have I done here? Oh, I think I've already tried to fix that. Somehow I managed to drop while I was finishing this thing off, I managed to drop a stitch and had to quick fix that. I don't even know how I managed to do that, but it's got a really nice stretchy top on it. So yeah, so she's done. And cardinal rule, second sock is started. So I'm not going to end up with second sock syndrome. So it's started, and I've got a good solid head lead on that one. So that's kind of the only thing that I have been working on. Oh, not true. I also have been working on Morgan's hat that I promised her for the cruise. And boy, is it kicking my hiney, because I'm juggling 3 different colors, and it's way harder than I thought it was going to be. But it's getting there. It's getting there. But it's a handful. It is a handful. I've got all these little dingy bobbers hanging down, and she wanted a real long this part that you turn up. She wanted that real long so we could flip it up. And so I've just gotten started on this part. And my floats are terrible. See, the floats on there they're just terrible. But luckily, good thing the knitting police won't be stopping by, because I would definitely get thrown in jail. But we're getting there. We are getting there. And I'm liking it. I am liking it. So, yep. Klingon socks for sure. For sure. Ooh, Miss Amber finished her cardigan. That's right. It's cardigan month. March is cardigan month. And I know Miss Dana's working on a cardigan. And I know Miss Amber's working on a cardigan. And I know Miss Deb is working on, I don't know if it's a cardigan, but it's definitely sweaters. Rudy, what are you working on? And Miss Cindy Lulu, what are you working on? Any cardigans in your future? And who else? Amy, Miss Linda. Oh, I know what Miss Linda's working on. She's making the pullover and a cardigan. Overachiever. Pause is working. Miss Heidi's working on a cardigan. And I know Miss Linda is, she's doing Ophelia's new mosaic blanket. That's mosaic, in case you didn't know. That means mosaic. Because I know she was a little nervous about it, so I've been cheering her on. Those of you who have not tried, and in fact, next month is Mosaic Month. And those of you who have not tried mosaic yet, it's not as hard as it sounds. Okay, so she's ordered the yarn pack. Okay. It is not as hard as it sounds. It is not as hard as it looks, because it's so beautiful. So beautiful when it is done up. And it is, I mean, literally it's single crochets and double crochets. That's it. The hardest part about a mosaic project is the envelope border. And I think, Linda, didn't you do it seems to me you did an envelope border on a project that you did recently, because it was a huge project and it took you days and days and days and days and days and days and days to do that envelope border. Or did I make that up? Which I've been known to do. Oh, you haven't done mosaic, Deb? That's what I thought, Linda. You've done that envelope border. See, you're a pro. That's the hardest part of mosaic. Yeah, we can definitely talk about mosaic. I love it, love it, love it. And so does Dana. Dana's a pro at mosaic, an absolute pro. And I could be making this up as well, but I thought she said she was going to be bringing a mosaic project on board. Could be wrong. Thought she said she was bringing a mosaic hat. Could absolutely be wrong. I've had so many conversations. And, you know, auto cucumber, absolutely. Absolutely. What kind of beanies do you do, Cindy Lou? I'm just looking back at. Oh, Dana, you didn't need to remove that. I knew what you meant. Sitting in Cleveland, Ohio. I was going to ask that. Oh, I did not. Linda, I did not know you crocheted left-handed. Yeah, it works. I'm just thinking. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Amy has lost her Crojo. I know how that is. Field trip. Yes, you got to. Miss Elizabeth's going on a long trip. She's got to plan her projects. We all know how that goes. And that is kind of why. Yeah. Yes. The Tina is a really, really good teacher for the mosaic. Oh, okay. When is that going to be? When is that happening, Cindy? Let's see. You just posted. Okay. You just posted a premiere live. Excellent. You probably cannot drop a link. But I bet one of my blue dress people can grab it and put it up here. That'd be awesome. Oh, that's nice, Elizabeth. That is really nice. A few days ago. Okay, that'll be great. That'd be really nice. Linda, yeah, for sure. Go and watch one of Tina's videos on how to. And if you have any problem at all, drop me a line and we'll do a Zoom or something and I'll walk through it with you. Okay. The only thing I don't know how it would be, and Dana, you might have some ideas for this, is doing the chart. Because typically you go, oh, let me think. Because with mosaic, you follow the chart from right to left anyway. Yeah. Because you follow the chart from right to left. That's interesting. That is, yeah, overlay. That is interesting. Have to think about that. Have to do a little research. Oh, good, Dana. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Yeah, I'm literally just going to bring the one because it's a big one. You know, like I said, it's got nearly 200 stitches, just the center part, and then the decorative on both ends. So I'd be surprised if I get this much done of it, because on this particular cruise, there's just not that much downtime. So, oh, that's funny. That's awesome, Elizabeth. She's turned her Nordic Tracks water bottle holder into a yarn skein holder. I love it. That is the funniest thing I have ever heard. I love it. Oh my gosh. That is fabulous. That is just fabulous. That's good thinking right there. That's good thinking. Now, see, if you didn't have one of those, or if you needed a second one, thank you, Dana. If you needed a second one, hey, Miss Carly. Sorry. Hi, Miss Carly. One of those things that I had in the past, and I still do have a couple in the shop, but I haven't made any of the crocheted handles for them lately, where you hold it and then it holds the skein of yarn on it, and then it has the little spinny thing on the bottom. Not the ones that Dana loves. This is the little, like, you put it over your wrist and it hangs down. That would be good for on your exercise machine, because they're, it'd be right there real short too. Oh, thanks, Dana. Tina's playlist is phenomenal. I bought one of her patterns, and I typically don't. I love her stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love her stuff, and her tutorials are phenomenal. But the styles of her blankets are a little too Southwestern for me. But she did one that, and I want to say it was her birthday or something like that. And she had a sale, and all of her patterns were 40% off, something like that. And she did one where it was a real, like, seashore looking thing with waves. And I fell in love with that thing. And she had a purse pattern that went with it. Or maybe it was separately, you bought the purse pattern. I had to have that purse. I had to have that purse pattern. So, you could end up making a tote bag that was about this big and had the seashore and the waves. I had to own that. Of course, I'll never, it's on my list with 90,000 other things. Because I also know, how much time do we have? And how many blankets can we make and do we need? Because honestly, I'm getting to the point where I can't make all the blankets that I want. And so I'm starting to try to find, I know nobody's going to believe these words. I'm trying to find smaller projects. I know nobody believes me, because that's just nonsense. That's just nonsense. But when I saw that bag, I had to have it. And now I'm trying to see if I can find, I'm sure it's in Ravelry. I don't even know if I could find that pattern, because I don't even know what it's called. But probably, maybe if I looked up her name. Maybe. Yeah. They go through phases. Let's see. Okay. Somebody's going to have to help me spelling her name. Is it Tinna? I might find it just with that. There can't be many designers with that name. Search. 174 matches. That surprises me. Oh, well, because it's all of her patterns. Okay, so let's go here. Let's find her store. How do I find her store? Aha, featured designs. More of her designs. Oh, her stuff is just so pretty. It's just gorgeous. And the colors. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the blanket. It's in my library. Okay, so here's the blanket. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so I just love those waves. And I don't know if, let me see if somebody just turned it into a purse or if she did a separate one as a purse. I thought there was a way to, like, click on it and you got a whole list of all the things. And she's got one that's all hearts. You know I need that. You know I need to have that one. This is it. Is this it? There's a handbag, but I don't think that's it. So many beautiful things. Come on, load, load, load. Now it doesn't want to load. This is interesting. It's loading in a different language. Maybe this is the bag. We'll have to go check that out. But her stuff, it's the colors are gorgeous, and this must be it. Yeah, this is it. The colors are gorgeous, and oh yeah, here we go. This is it done in purples. And they've even got it as like a small, like a clutch. So there's it as a tote bag and then also as a clutch. I just really like the ability to do the different things with it. Yeah, like a little makeup bag or something like that. And see, if you have not done, like Miss Linda, if you have not done mosaic before, this would be a really good starter project, something like that. And I know Miss Amber has done a little bit of mosaic, just a little bit, like 400,000 projects, 400,000. 400,000. Hey, Pinky, we start at 5 o'clock now because of you Eastern people. Oh no, you're Central. Because of the Eastern people, we're trying to do it just a little bit earlier for them guys. Thank you so much for your very thoughtful, lovely gift, Miss Pinky. I really, really appreciated it. Yeah, so I like that. I like that purse a lot. And I didn't realize they had that little bag. That might be an add-on. That might be something new that she's added to it. Because I'm thinking, and a trick with those bags is to go to, a store and buy just a plain canvas bag and then do that design on the outside of it. And then you've got a lined bag with your design crocheted on the outside of it. That's a trick to those. I really like that bag. Do you know? Oh, you're never late. You're always right on time. Yes, Miss Dana, it is past your bedtime. I am very grateful and thankful that you were able to join us today. Thanks so much. And hey, you guys, make sure you go look at her video. It's got a beautiful heart on the front of it. It's a great video. It really is. It really struck a chord with me. I enjoyed it immensely. And everybody needs to go watch it. And I did my response video to it today. And Miss Pinky, I tagged you in that. And it was a good video. I enjoyed that one. Let's see. I'll talk to you later, Dana. But yes. So let me show you a couple little things that I picked up recently. Not much. So as you guys know, I don't typically buy a lot of yarn, as you know. However, I did. Oh, I should show you that. I wonder if Miss Morgan can get it. Oh, awesome, Linda. That is awesome. And she'll give you directions on how to do that. That's wonderful. Okay, so I hit Hobby Lobby before the madness. Okay, I have not been there since the madness started. I did, however, go probably a week beforehand, and I did hit a clearance table. You guys, I am right on the verge of sneezing, so I'm forewarning you that I'm about ready to sneeze. I've been fighting a cold all week, so oh, good. I'm glad, Pinky. I am just letting you know that I'm about ready to sneeze. So any moment now, I am going to turn around and sneeze. It's almost here. So you've been warned. So about a week before the madness set in at, not Hobby Lobby, Joann's, I wandered in there looking for something specific, which I did not find. What I went in there to look for was some woolies, and they did have it, but it was really expensive. I mean, not really expensive. It was regular priced, which was in the, I want to say $12, maybe it was $10, $10 to $12 per skein, which I wasn't willing to pay because I didn't need any. I just kind of wanted to get some. I just wanted to have some on hand because I do know often I will find a pattern that I enjoy, that I really want to make, that calls for woolies. And so when it's on sale, I usually will grab some up. It was not. So I did not grab any. However, I went around to the back where they hide the stuff that's on sale and the yarn that's on sale. And normally even their sale clearance yarn is not a very good price. But look what I found. And I've never used this yarn before. So first I want to know if any of you guys have used this yarn before. What do you think? So it's their own brand, and they've covered the name. I guess it's called KC. They've covered the label so you can't see what it is. It's called the KC brand. And it's hand dyed, which I always question when a major company like Joann's or Hobby Lobby has hand dyed yarns. I don't know. Maybe they got a lady in the back, doing that. What do I know? But so this is hand dyed, fiber content, 100% cotton, and it's a fingering weight. And look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Isn't that just summer in a skein? Isn't that just so, so pretty? Knit and crochet. I just fell in love with this. And they had 2 or 3 different colors, but this is the only color that I could get 3 skeins of it. And I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do with 2 skeins. So I wanted to make sure I could get 3 skeins. And I got these on sale for $5 a skein. So I thought that was a very reasonable price. I mean, very reasonable price if it truly is hand dyed. But even for just something this nice of yarn, 100% cotton yarn. And what I want to make out of it, is a summer top, a summer, like a tank top, something like that, with full coverage. I'm not one of those with a bunch of holes in it. So something with full coverage. And so that's why I didn't know if 2 would really be quite enough. And that's why I definitely wanted 3. But isn't that just luscious? Yeah. Really, really, really like that. Okay. Cindy, what are those emojis? I cannot tell what they are. They're cute, but I can't tell what they are. But yeah, I think this is just super pretty. And so it'll go on my yarn wall, and until I can find just the right pattern. If you guys have any pattern ideas too, if you guys have any pattern ideas, I would very, very much like your input on a pattern idea. I I'm looking for a tank top or some kind of a summer sweater, you know, like, what is her name? What is her name? I've got one of her books. The lady who does Two Brothers Blankets. Two Brothers Blankets. Is that the name of her stuff? She does a lot of really pretty summer sweater type things. Heart eyes with smiling teeth. Oh, okay. Let me tell you what I thought it was. I didn't want to say anything. I could tell the hearts. Now I see that. Now I can see their teeth. What I thought it was, I thought it was either like a sushi, some kind of a sushi roll type thing, or I thought it was like a silk cocoon, a cocoon with the hearts on top. I really wasn't sure. But now that you tell me what it is, I understand. Some things just don't translate. Yes, it looks like cotton candy also. Okay, so this, yeah. But I'm thinking about going and looking at hers because she does a ton of summery sweater type things where they're a little decorative up here or maybe a little decorative at the hemline, you know, for about this far at the hemline, but more solid where this real estate is, where I need the coverage, if you know what I mean. And I don't mind holding two strands together. And I think, because what do we got? 4, 8, 12, 13-ish, 13 and a half, 1350 yards. So if we have to hold two strands together, that should be enough, I think, for that. So I'm going to take a look at her. I cannot remember her name. And I really, really, really like her stuff. Yeah. Right, Elizabeth? I really like her. I like her patterns. And I've got, well, the book I have is men's patterns, so that wouldn't help me any. But she puts out a pattern practically every week. And I know I have several of them saved. Yeah. The other thing I got is kind of strange. Now, where is it? I bet it fell because I'm not going to be able to find it. I should have set it aside somewhere because it's little. And I knew when I moved those, that yarn, it was going to fall. Because I got a crochet hook that's weird. And I wanted to show it to you. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. There it is. Found it. Okay. I'm wondering if any of you guys have seen these or worked with these. There's Diane's prize. I got to remember to give that to her, to take it to her. Okay. I was on a shopping channel where I had no business being, and this thing popped up. And I was looking at it. And the first thing I thought of, as we all do, is I could make that. And then the second thing I thought of was, I wonder how comfortable that thing is to use. So then I had to buy one. And so this is it. Have you guys ever seen these beaded crochet hooks? Beaded crochet hooks. This bead tells you what size the hook is, which I like. I like that a lot. And then, of course, oh, Carly, have you used one? Because that's really my question, is how comfortable. I know I've seen the pins. And today I saw a pencil because I love these clicky pencils. I love them. And it's the first time I had ever seen a beaded pencil. And I'm like, I must own some of those. But with all of the different options out there, how freaking cute could this be? But I just don't know. I'm such a whiner with my crochet hooks, and it feels comfortable to hold. Okay, you saw it on somebody's channel. So I got the D size because this is a size that I tend to grab a lot. Okay, then I'm going to be the guinea pig for us. I wonder if I've got any yarn. Gee, if only I had some yarn. If only there was some yarn in this house. The only thing I've got right here handy is some 1-weight. Well, this isn't good. See, they don't though. They don't roll. That's what I was worried about. And they're soft because all the beads I have seen before, I know that these, what is that word? These are, I'm going to say rubber, even though that's probably not the right word. But these are, let's say, rubberized. And I know that because I have those, and I use them for point protectors for the knitting needles. And yeah, right. And I use them for point protectors for my scissors. They're beautiful for that. So I've got these. I mean, I sell these in the store for that very reason. In fact, those of you who got the silicone, thank you, that got the holiday kits, you got some of those in your holiday kits. And so all of these are the silicone, and I've not seen these as the silicone before. So all of these are silicone, so they're soft. And that's what surprised me. I thought these were all going to be the hard beads. I'm like, that's not going to be comfortable. That's not going to work. And they are not. They're all the silicone. So then let's try this. Now this is not going to be a good, because this yarn that I have in my hand is a 1-weight. And I'm going to hold 2 because this is just, this is some leftover fingering weight from another project. So let's just, this will be fun because I have never, wait a minute, before I say that. I was going to say I've never crocheted holding 2 yarns together, but I'm not sure that that's true. I can say I have never crocheted holding 2 fingering weight yarns together. That is a true statement. Now, I will also say, you guys know I'm very particular about my crochet hooks that I use. And this is absolutely not one of my favorite crochet hooks, but it's not horrid. I've seen worse. Okay, so let's just play here. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, I know because this is not the type. I like a pointy, whatever this thing is. I like this to be super pointy. This is not. So right off the bat, that's an issue, but that's not what we are testing here. Hello, Miss Susan. Miss Susan Burke is in the house. Diane, when did you sneak in? I'm glad you're here. Okay. This is not uncomfortable to work with. Not even a little. And I'll tell you what. I like a fat hook. And if you are like me, and like if I can't use the skinny hooks, I can't use the boy anymore. Now, here you go. Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, so is this inline or is this tape? I can never remember which is which. I think this is inline. I think that's inline. If you're one of those ones that like love, if you're one of the ones that love Susan Bates or love Boy, but can't handle the skinny anymore, like me with the arthritis in my hands, this could be an alternative to buying the very expensive, thank you, Elizabeth, the very expensive, $30 hooks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is not uncomfortable. It really isn't. Now, I don't know how long. I don't know if this would bother me. Or here's the other thing. My grandson has big hands. Big hands. We had a guy come in the shop the other day looking for big hooks because he has big hands. This could be a game changer for those people. Thank you so much, Susan. I am pleasantly surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. Y'all might start seeing these in my repertoire. Right, Elizabeth? Now, here's something else that I don't know. It is silicone. So you know that they are not going to stay super, I don't want to say clean, but you know what I mean. They're going to get grungy. They're going to get grungy. But a little bit of rubbing alcohol should take care of that. Wouldn't you think? Did you guys know, by the by, did you guys know that that's a trick? If your hook starts to drag a little bit, you just need to give it a wipe. Yeah. I think these are going to start to get a little grungy after a bit. I'm thinking about it, Diane. I'm thinking about giving it a go. Because, you know, the boy hooks and the Susan Bates are an inexpensive hook. But a lot of people struggle using them because they're hard to hold on to. They're small. I might give it a go. Plus, how cute we could make these. But I really like this. I really like the letter thing on here. And we could get number ones as well. Yeah, the run it through the hair trick. That was. Oh, that is so funny that you said that. Do you know why, Carly? Do you know why that is so funny? I'm wondering if this is from you. No. Oh, never mind. I take it back. I just found this note as I was cleaning out a bunch of stuff today. And I thought, because it was saying to go to this video, and I was thinking, and it still makes, it said to go to Roneri Crochet. And I was thinking it was the same one. Wouldn't that have been funny? Oh, Elizabeth. How fun would that be? Now I got to find something. Now I got to find those somewhere. You know, sourcing this stuff is the hardest part. I spend more time sourcing things. That would be adorable. That'd be adorable. Okay, because you guys are my guinea pigs, let's just say if I was able to come up with this, and I have no clue what any of this stuff costs. I do know now I know what that is, Cindy Lou. I know what that is. But if I was able to come up with this, would $10 be in a range that you think somebody would pay for that? Oh, okay. See, I never think about Amazon because I don't know where to look for stuff like this. I gotta find those beads. I gotta find a Sasquatch bead. I must own Sasquatch crochet hooks. I must. I think you're right, Diane, but especially I think a Sasquatch bead is going to cost more. I like that idea a lot. Okay, I'll do some research. Oh, because I'll tell you, when I first saw the D, I thought it was like D for Diane. And then I realized, oh no, that's the hook size. Oh, good idea, Carly. Good idea. Oh, and I might be able to find the Sasquatch bead on Etsy too. Yeah. You know what else I want to find? And I know I'm going to have to go to Etsy for there. Yeah, me too. I want to find a scarf pin, a shawl pin, a Sasquatch shawl pin. And I know I'm going to have to go on Etsy for that. Yeah, that was not bad working that up. Oh, so like one of these? Is that what you're telling me, Elizabeth? See, okay, so just so y'all know. So now we're talking just for this bead and the hook. We're already at $5 for cost. And that's not including any of this. Yeah. So we're already at $5 for cost. And that's for half of the product. Bigfoot silicone on Etsy. Oh, I have to see it. I have to find it. I'm so excited. Just those for my point protectors. I must own those. I must own those. Oh, and they're going to charge shipping because that's, on Etsy, that's just the Mothman. I don't know what that means, Carly. Mothman. Point Pleasant. I don't know what that means. That's probably something really cool and hip, and I'm old. Mothman. Morgan probably knows what it is. And see, so like on Etsy, so it's $1.50 for the Bigfoot silicone, and then there's the plus. So that $1.50 thing is probably going to be $5. So, but I'll figure it out because that sounds Mothman. And now I got to look that up because old, don't know what anything is. Mothman. Cheese brew. Okay, I'm writing your name down, Carly, because I'm going to search Mothman and see what the heck that is. Google it. They made a movie. I'm sure Morgan knows all about it. Mothman. Google Mothman. Well, if only I could spell. Moth. Oh, here we go. Oh, good Lord, that's horrible. This thing says a cryptid or unsubstantiated creature from West Virginia folklore described as a large, winged, humanoid fixture with glowing red eyes that gained prominence in the late 1960s due to reported sightings in the Point Pleasant area. I must own Mothman. Morgan would love Mothman. I just got her a bunch of bug stickers. She went nuts. Oh, I have seen this. I've seen this picture. This one I've seen. I didn't know that's what it was called. I didn't know he had an official name. The Mothman Museum. The Mothman Festival, of course. There's a Prime Video. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to watch the video. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. And a Facebook page, of course. Well, we're going to have to put that on our list of things to watch. Oh, of the silicone beads, probably like multiple colors, Jody. I can believe that, Carly. I absolutely can. But it just blows my mind. You guys, I am having so much fun tonight. This is hilarious. Well, and it's the same thing with Sasquatch and Bigfoot. They have Bigfoot festivals. They even here, there's a little tiny town, probably 30 or 40 miles north of us. And they have a great big Bigfoot. It's 2 weeks long Bigfoot festival in the summertime. Oh my gosh. Why? Statues do not do much of anything. Is it so nobody vandalizes it, or do people hang out with the statue? That surprises me. Now that surprises me. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. You see, now I want to go to Etsy and look at the Bigfoot beads. Etsy. Silicone. Silicone. Sasquatch. What are those things called? They're not called beads. I get so many pop-ups. Oh, that's not a very attractive one. Oh, that one's not too bad. I like the one in the foot. Oh, they've got a ton of them. Boy, when I was looking for... Oh, I like that one. They do have a lot of choices. Oh, that one's cute. Okay. Lots of options. Oh, I like that one too. Okay. I think this is going to be a thing, you guys. Oh, got it. Get the pictures taken and... Mm-hmm. Very, very good. Okay, you guys, this is going to be a thing. Focal beads, that's what they're called. I knew there was a real name for it. And the little round ones, they've got some that look like trees and mountains. So that can be one that goes in with it. Super cute. Okay. We'll get this figured out. All right. Yeah. That is so funny. The butt. Isn't that amazing? It's really, you just never know what is going to kick in and what people are going to want to do. Ooh, I just thought of something. I wonder what the largest size is that will work with this. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be some figuring out on that. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to be putting some things on eBay up for sale. I've I've got some yarn that I'm going to be selling that is not, it's not the name brand yarn. Well, it's name brand, but it's not the Cascade yarn. You know, it's just basic yarns that I don't really want to list on the website. You know, I might just take some pictures of it and kind of put it on Instagram too. And then if people want it, they can contact me that way as well. Bigfoot Steakhouse. There's so many Bigfoot things. That's why last year when that lady was having her tizzy fit about me using the name Bigfoot, I'm like, there's Bigfoot everything. Whatever. I'm actually glad, you know, like they say, everything happens for a reason. Because there is Bigfoot everything, Sasquatch is actually different. And even though Bigfoot and Sasquatch and Yeti are all the exact same thing, they're the same creature, calling it Sasquatch actually differentiated it. So I'm happy. Yeah, Long Beach, because it originated over on that side of the state. There's even more of that stuff over there. Mothman. That thing is not attractive. Kind of scary looking with those big red eyes. That's funny. Wakanda, Illinois. Oh, well, I am so glad. Yep, that's what I was just going to say, Miss Amber. Thank you so much for joining us. And we have hit our 1 hour mark. And as promised, I want to keep these to the 1 hour mark so that they, you know, we don't go on and on and on. And I so appreciate all of you guys joining us tonight. Mothman is originally from West Virginia. I will let you guys fight that out. I'm going to go look at Mothman and read more about it. And I'm going to go look more at Sasquatch beads and look more at that. Miss Linda, I'm so excited for you to be doing the mosaic. I think you're going to fall in love with it just like we have. Thank you guys all so very much for joining us. And we will see you next Sunday, which, by the way, happens to be my birthday. And I have a big announcement next Sunday. So please be here at 5 o'clock. And remember, prayers and good thoughts for Miss Cheryl, because she's got a real important doctor's appointment tomorrow, which for her is Tuesday because it's already Monday for her. So thank you, Miss Pinky, for popping in. We'll see you next Sunday at 5 Pacific. 5 o'clock Pacific. And also, if you're Arizona, it's also 5 o'clock. I will. I'm sure I'll be talking to her tomorrow. Thank you, Carly. And thanks for the information. See you later. Bye-bye.